Howdy ho once again, folks. Welcome to another train simulator video. Today we're going to do a scenario. I don't do a whole lot of scenarios on the channel. We're definitely going to do this one because as of late we recently got the fabulous DieselWorkshop Alco RS3 in Western Maryland livery. So that's what I'm going to use. This is a scenario that actually used the BL2, which just came out from developer DTM. You can see it off to the right there. I swapped that out for the RS3 because this thing is bananas. Love them. Anyway, we're in Hagerstown. We're on the Hanover Sub, which is quintessentially probably one of the best, if not the best, payware route for North American stuff, or the game as a whole, that has come out in quite some time. Like this is one of the only routes I don't feel bad about paying full price. It's a pretty good route. I don't think the new one chalks up that they made. This is by High Iron and his gang, the High Iron gang. I don't think the B&O Mountain Sub quite chalks up to this one, but B&O Mountain Sub is massive. This one is. It's a lot smaller. It feels more cozy, a little bit more detailed. Anyway, this is by a guy named Flegel 475, and essentially it says a Western Maryland Railway only owned 2 EMD BL2 locomotives, which we went over in the video of the BL2s. If you've not seen it, you'd like to, please go back and check that out. Said spent most of their later years working yards in Hagerstown, Maryland. The Norfolk and Western dropped off some interchange freight last night, so we'll start our shift by sorting that out. Normally, our locomotive will be paired with a slug unit, but that's out for repair. We should still be able to get everything done without it, though. All right, so the requirements are CSX Hanover Sub, of course, Western Maryland Retro Pack and the Western Maryland BL2, and in my case, whatever the hell you want to put in here. So like I said, I've got the Alco RS3 from DieselWorkshop. That we're gonna do here. Anyway, it says, good morning. We're handling the Hagerstown Yard job today. The slug unit that usually works with this RS3 is out for repair, but we should be able to get everything done with just one unit. All right. Let's get set up. The number lights on, gauge lights. Popper in gear. Open the windows. Now this should be good because, you know, not only do the looks and the sounds on this thing, you know, they're above a lot of the usual schmeg that we get North American TS content wise, but the physics are pretty good. So I just tested this out, and it's, you know, it's gonna be doing a hell of a job pulling these cars around. Anyway, first up, Norfolk and Western dropped some interchange freight off on the Burnham's track 1 overnight. Pull forward, reverse down the Y to tie on to it. So that's over yonder. So this is obviously modern day CSX territory. So a lot of the CSX stuff you are still going to see here. That's only natural. It's train sim. There's only so much you can do. Let's get our headlights on there. Alright, let's scooch. So, back behind us, we'll pass by it here in just a moment, is the Hagerstown Railway Museum. And the stuff's kind of there in this. I don't think that the stuff necessarily wouldn't have been there back when this is supposed to take place, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm cool with it. Alright, that's our switch right there. Should get our pop-up here. Go ahead and put some loco brake down. Alright, so we got a backup. What is that? Track 1. There we go, inside line. Track 1. There it is. I do like all the stock that he's dotted around the yard here. Even got some of the old FA units, which I'm no fan of if you've seen the video on them, but for yard filler, they're fine. They're fine. I'm not going to get my panties in a wad about, sitting on a track somewhere that's slightly out of sight. Here's the weird track issue right there on both tracks. Boom, boom. Like a friggin' speed bump. Yeah, they're on both sides. Sadly. Alright, here's our cut. For whatever reason, I'm not getting independent brake sounds. I'm convinced, since I've got this new PC and I'm trying to come to grips with it, something has changed with the sound. Everything sounds kind of flat for some reason. There we go, we got them. Alright, okay, I have the weigh bills here. Let me just get them sorted. Let's get into position, pull ahead and get ready to back this cut towards the yard. Alright. Alright, so we're going back to the reverse point. We just got to make sure the ass end is clear. Alright, so that's one notch rolling backwards. 2, rolling backwards. 3, rolling backwards. 4, slow it down a bit. 5. There we go. See, I like this. I like this. I hate when these engines in TS feel so flippin' overpowered. It's ridiculous. It's like it's like playing with Legos or something. I don't know. There we go. All right, we got all kinds of goodies back there. See, that's a nice mixed consist he's put on back there. Got some Colgons off to the left. Alright, notch 7. There is a pretty substantial grade out of these tracks back here. There's 7. And it's funny because I'm noting even with a damn near brand new computer, much better specs than I had initially, it's still a little sketchy frame-wise in Hagerstown. I don't know why that is. It's like the only part on this route that acts in this manner. There's just some things with Train Sim that'll never change. That's one of them. Alright, we'll go ahead and drop it back down to notch 4. And kill it. Alright, we'll probably have to occupy the main line for a moment to get all this past the switch. The Yardmaster said we can do that, so as long as we're off the main and have main line switch line back before 7:15. There we go. So, these guys, DieselWorkshop, that made this engine here, the Alco RS3, they are madmen, absolute madmen. They are cranking these things out at such a rate. You know, they're not just repaints. There's 3D objects and modeling that they're doing. You know, sounds when applicable, things like that. But anyway, they've got another one they're working on now in the form of New Haven. I think they're going to have like 3 variants in this pack, possibly. So I wouldn't doubt for a minute if it's more than usual, but that is fine with me. Their stuff is well worth it. Alright, there's our Govia. Prosperous land of Govia. Alright, we'll go ahead and line ourselves up. So we're going to track 4 Echo. So let's see. Down right there. I believe that is it. Nope. There we go. Alright. Let's hope that sticks. Notch 4 right out of the gate. Five, 6, 7. See, I like this. I mean, these things were underpowered. They weren't underpowered so much at the time when they were built, but by this age, when this is supposed to take place, it would have been slightly underpowered. So you would have had at least 2. I've seen photos of the BL2 that had that slug unit, which is pretty neat. Be cool to get something like that in the game. Or just slug unit in general. Alright, cut it back down to notch 4. Alright, okay, I have the way bills all sorted. Shoving the Hagerstown Yard Track 4 Echo. Drop the last 2 cars. Let them know we're coming back by the office. Couple of Jeeps. There's the bridge. It's stuff like this that really did it for me with the Hanover Sub. This bridge. Western Maryland logo there. Little things like that. Now that is a problem. Alright, let's make sure we don't slam into these cars back here. Alright, let's go kick them. So we're dropping 2. Let's do box cars here. There we go. It says now we drop 2 cars on track 2. Yeah, what's in that gondola right there? Pinto beans? What the hell is that? Should be a train coming here momentarily. Coltrane. I love he put the string of cabooses here, all different kinds as well. You know, given what we got with the Western Maryland stuff in TS, you know, he did a pretty good job laying this stuff out. Sign over there definitely does not say CSX, by the way. Alright, so track number 2. Go ahead and slow her down. Definitely did not need to go this far. Total pro moment. Total pro. Alright, there we go. Track 2. So we're dropping off 293 and 221. Who said 291? 221. Track 2. You know, I feel like such a chump. I I haven't noticed these gauges. You know, in all the packs that they've made, those needles are bobbing up and down. Now that's what they did. They, you know, the older stuff very rarely stuck in one place. They kind of bubbled around. But anyway, they're moving, and I did not know that. I don't know if they're actually reading anything, any kind of scripting. The temperature gauge don't seem to be moving. I know these things did run a little hot. The oil pressure's pretty high. Shit, yeah, that is moving. Damn, I've never noticed that. That is pretty cool. I've never looked at those. How about that? How about it? Alright, we'll cut the power, see what it does here. Yeah, fuel oil pressure down and lube oil down. That's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool. Alright, we need to start braking it. Just now noticed that. Jesus. Been like 5 of these. Alright, 293, 221. So, cutting the lumber loose and the pinto beans. Judging by those wheels, I'm going to say that's DTM rolling stock, so yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now we drop 3 on 7. Trace on Siete. Alright, now I just want to watch these things. It's a shame the Fahrenheit gauge don't already do nothing. Maybe it will after a while if you're running it hard. That's pretty cool, man. How about it? I feel horrible, like, making videos of these things, not noticing that. Horrible. Uh-oh, we got some traffic. Alright, track 7. Let's see where these are going first. Siete, very top. Tippy. So we gotta hit that first switch there. Like some 35s and a 9. That's tight. Western Maryland Black Diamonds. All right. Number 7. Very first track there. That ought to do it. Go ahead and throw it. Alright, track 7. What are we dropping off this time? 731, 998, 241. I'm like a dog with a new bone in these gauges. I'm convinced the temperature doesn't move. Now there are some cars pretty close there. As long as we get 3 in there, we should be good. I believe that's all we need. Alright, we'll go ahead and kick them loose. Boxcar hopper and pinto beans. There we go, 1 car on track 3. Really is a great route, the Hanover Sub. I haven't been here in a hot minute. I saw the scenario though, and it was just light bulb, you know, for using the RS3. The BL2, you know, all things considered, it's not horrible. It's not great. It's not DTM's worst product by a long shot. It's just a lot of it's just, you know, got the poor texturing and paint, and you know, the sounds, you know, they're just old 567 sounds. But let's hope that CJR does another 567 sound mod update for that, and then it'll be much better. Of course, with a new horn as well. But yeah, Hanover Sub, it's a great route. It's you know, I'd say at this point, since what was it, Montana Highline, that's great, man. If that's your thing, fine. If you're West Coasty, whatever, it's your jam, cool, you know. But it's just one thing. It's, you know, it's grain mainly, and just high speed A to B's. So that's definitely what Montana Highline's good for. But since that came out, you know, and this came out, to me, this is the best North American route for train sim in quite some time. Stuff you can run here as well. You know, it's not a one-trick pony. There's you know, Chassis B&O, C&O, Wild Mary, CSX, a little bit of Norfolk Southern. Just about anything here. And it was just like, the route seems like it was made with care. You know, there's no telling how long they worked on this. I'd be willing to bet a lot longer than they worked on the B&O West End Mountain Sub that was just released. Because, you know, while that route has potential and it's good in some areas, it's just a lot of the scenery is highly questionable. But they, you know, they're apparently working on it, and they're going to patch it as per Facebook. Heard it through the grapevine that a patch is coming. So let's hope it addresses some of those issues. I think it's mainly going to fix some track ruling and just, you know, stuff like that. But let's hope it fixes some scenery, because I feel like going back and fixing scenery, it's going to take quite some time. You know, even if it's a team of people. But anyway, it's good. I just, maybe they bit off more than they could chew. The strong suit when it comes to stuff like this is new assets, and not reusing regurgitated, baby bird food. And that's what a lot of the B&O Mountain Sub got, sadly. There are a few custom assets, yes, but not anywhere near as much as here. And if there are, they're just not noticeable, sadly. Alco. Man, I hope these guys work on something else. I really don't even care what. They're alright in my book. Not that that means anything. But, it seems rare this day and age with train sim. So whatever, they want to make. See, I feel like we kind of got spoiled by them because they still use these in Brazil. The Alco RS3. So they, I don't know what else they could, possibly build that maybe they're into. Personally, that they're into, that they could build and be like, hey, we can make some American versions of this as well. You know what I mean? So I think we kind of lucked out. I hope not. I hope they've got something on the platter down the road for some other stuff. I don't know what. I really don't. Maybe like some Diesel Baldwin Train Masters, something like that. Other Alcos, whatever. I honestly don't care. I don't care what they make. I would buy it. Alright, let's see. We're dropping off 1. Alright, 1 on 5. It's just a shame, like, with North American stock and TS, it's, the future looks moot. It really does. There are a couple of people still making some really good content. Thank God. But some of them are bowing out. Some of them are talking about bowing out. Some people have flat out disappeared. And to each their own, right? But I feel like a majority of it is, if you're going to get away with something, what are you going to do? You're going to keep trying to get away with it, right? And I feel like that's the case with a lot of the very bland, very, very old stock that we keep getting from certain developers. Because people just just eat it right up, And it's not good for the player base as a whole. It doesn't set any standards. Nothing improves. But anyway, thank God for these guys. All right, numero 5. See, so it's like the 3rd yellow track there. Bam. Bam. There it is. Alright, one car there. After that we got 4 cars, then 4 cars. But, you know, thankfully, TS has got a pretty decent modding community, which, you know, make things just a little bit better. Does it make up for developers that sell stuff in a piss-poor state? No. You know, no, it does not. But pretty much any simulator has modders that make things better. And, I don't know. Were it not for modders, you know, this would be in a very poor state, like other games that are locked down. Alright, Uno. Wonder what's under there. Another DTM car. I don't know what it is about these cars. The wheels just look massive. Maybe it's the color. Cheesy crazy. You know, but you know, back on the subject, I think a lot of devs that sell stuff in very mediocre fashion, you know, get away with it because, you know, say a lot of the player base is we'll just say long in the tooth, and they don't care. You know, they just don't care. They want to play with their, you know, their virtual model railroad. And then there's some that are, we'll say, very short in the tooth that are kind of the same way. They just, you know, I feel like a lot of it is just people that may not know any better. And, you know, it just amazes me a lot of the devs and state of some of the things that have been released for North American content. And it's like it keeps happening. Nothing is improving, and it's amazing. It really is amazingly not good. But we have got the likes of SimRail coming not too far off, and you know, let's hope that pans out. I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch, but we need something. You know, if TS doesn't pan out and it keeps going the way it's going, the way of the dodo. You know, again, it's modders and mods are awesome and they're great, but if there's nothing to even mod on top of, then what? You know. I mean, funnily enough, I've been into train sim for quite a while. Just a quick bio, a quick pointless bio. Been into train sim for a while, not nearly as long as a lot of you and other people. I'm no decader You know, I'm no MSTSer. But, you know, when I first got into it, I got into the UK stuff because it was so good. I didn't really even bat an eye, you know, at some of the North American stuff because it just looked so janky. And, you know, started coming across some of the better devs, North American devs and modders. And, you know, it kind of revealed, you know, maybe a little hope, I guess. And I kind of backed away from the UK stuff because that, you know, that's a monster in its own right. I've since uninstalled every UK thing I had, you know, and got like 200 gigabytes out of it. You know, between updates and crap off UKTS, Armstrong Powerhouse, you know, VP stuff, whatever. It took up a lot of space. It's really good stuff, but I got tired of keeping up with it. But, you know, now that I've kind of dove in head first into the American stuff once again, you know, a couple years back, it's just the way it's going now, you know, it's got me questioning just TS as a whole. Alright, we're kicking 4 here. Kicking quattro. Well, yeah, sorry for the lamentation, but it makes me sad, you know. That's why, you know, I hope to help let people see things with the purpose of a lot of my videos. You know, because me, you know, say when I would look up stuff back in the day, you know, wondering if I should purchase it or not, take a crack at it, whatever. You know, there's really no information out there. And if there were videos, it was just silent, you know, it was just train noise. You know, so there's really nothing, no in-depth stuff. So I hope that in turn that I'm somehow helping, you know, in some way people figure out whether they think it's worth their time or not. Of course, it is my opinion, and my opinion alone, which is, you know, worth a hill of beans for the most part. But so you'll often see questionable content on here. You know, you may think, why the hell did you buy that? I've asked that same question to myself. Alright, we got an X. No! Son of a bitch. Alright, what do we gotta do here? Track 7. So yeah, and I'm gonna keep on trying to make videos as well, guys. I mean, it may not be the best stuff, and there's only so much I can do if only certain products come out, you know. But at least, you know, in the long run, maybe it'll help people see. Maybe it'll affect sales of certain, you know, developers, good or bad, whether their stuff is good or bad. To possibly, in hopes, make them step their game up, you know? This, of course, is not one of those. This is just a scenario that I thought looked pretty good. Able to use the engine that's actually pretty good, and me just rambling incoherently. You know, a lot of it falls on deaf ears. I see it on forums and discords, you know, where you can't have any criticism, or, you know, where people just get super butthurt about it. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are just too happy to shovel some of the crap we get down their throats, and it's sad, really, you know. But again, it's their choice. let's just hope, you know, some things help people make informed decisions. But like the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. There's a lot of that. Nope, forgot to toot. Alright, so I left some cars back here on track 7 way too close, so I'm probably going to get an X here. Because they're probably going to attach. Whoa, yep, yepers. Oh my god. Oh dear god. There we go. Professional strikes again. Alright. Christ. Which ones? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, that's 1, 2, 3. I believe it's these. Wait, did we recouple? I think we recoupled to some cars. I swear to God, I kicked that flat tarp in these hoppers loose. We got to back up some more anyhow. Alright, it was these, right? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're on the top one, right? Yeah, what the hell, dude? Let's see. 888 through 232. Okay. Oh, shit. I made a big boo-boo. Yeah, I recoupled. It did that crap where it recoupled to some cars earlier. Because I swear we dropped these off here. So that's 232. Yeah, that 888 right there. Pinto beans? Yeah, it is. Now we're just pushing cars with handbrakes on. Look how fast those wheels are turning. By the way, that's a DTM product. You know, correlation to the speed at which we're moving. Yeah. That's the problem. That's some of the problem, I feel like, sadly. All right, 888. Alright, that ought to do it. Three on three. Alright. This is going to hell in a handbasket. Shit often does. Alright, they didn't recouple, thankfully. Hell in a handbasket. Alright, 3 on 3. It's like a quarterback calling a play. 3 on 3, hut! Alright, just that switch there, so we'll go ahead and cut the power. Ooh. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work, hoss. Alright, there we go. Yeah, but I'm kind of losing a little bit of hope myself. You know, you can kind of see in some circles the general attitude or feel of the North American train sim community. And I'm talking about the ones that care, you know, the ones that have a certain standard. Anyway, you know, and it doesn't look good. It's kind of sad. And I recently tried my hand at Trains or Tane or TRS-19 or whatever the hell it's called this week. You know, and it was okay. It was nice messing around with it. It's got some really good stock, but you know, to me, it just, and I'm glad I didn't get too deep into it. It really lacks the operational aspect and the cab experience, and you know, that's what I like. You know, but aside from that, it's a nice game. I had a few things that I had picked up on my old PC and the old hard drive. But I don't know at this point if I'm going to be reinstalling that stuff at this point in time or anytime soon. Gonna try to keep cracking on with this and Train Sim World 2 and hopefully Simrail and American Railroads. Now, I tried American Railroads. I don't know if some of you know about that game, but go look it up if you don't. I think it's called American Railroads. I tried it a long time ago, like right when it first came out. And I needed drive space and deleted it. But there have been a ton of updates. And it's all steam engine based, right? But it's pretty good. But apparently they have made, or they're making, it's in beta, an online version of that very game, which you know, sounds pretty cool if you're doing something with your buds and it's not just like wide open, you know, Minecraft trolley, you know, little 12-year-old type stuff. Then cool. All right, 2 for 7. Alright, we got 3 cars left. But anyway, I hope to be doing a, you know, maybe a video on that or a series if possible here in the not so near future. So we'll see how that goes. You know, but as it stands, we still got a few more things to look forward to. You know, while the odd group or person are still making some decent mods, developer-wise, you know, we've got DieselWorkshop, Machine Rail, Smokebox, Searchlight Simulation, and I know Searchlight, for the most part, is intending on releasing, what the hell was it? They did a vote. Another 4400, like the big golden beaver. Reminds me of that Primus song, by the way. Wynonna had a big brown beaver. Oh man, Primus. Anyway, go look that video up. It's insane. It's like a nightmare, basically. But yeah, they're making that in, what is it, UP or CSX? It's one of the two, because everybody wanted BNSF, but you know, the other shit won, so it is what it is. I think it's UP. But anyway, we got that looked for. We got. Well, that's not it. Yeah, we've got that to look forward to. They've also got a. I think a BNSF-2. They're intending on releasing at some point or another. You know, a lot of people poke fun and bitch and gripe about them taking forever to make stuff and release stuff, but it is just essentially a two-man team, you know, and they do have careers. So I get it. And not only that, but they don't just crank shit out just to do it, you know. They want to make sure it's right. They want to make sure it's the best it can possibly be, which you can't say for a lot of developers with Train Sim. But anyway, let's hope this comes sooner rather than later before this whole ship, you know, sinks. We got more on track 7, man. Come on. I wish I'd have known that we were putting more stuff on 7 here. Alright, what is it? These two lumber cars? Yeah. We're gonna have to hook them up and push the whole darn thing here. We'll push it real good. Alright, and push. Of course, we got the hammerhead on here as well. Uh-oh. Yeah, we got some cars that are coupled. Hopefully we got enough power to move this crap out of the way. Come on, damn it. Yeah, we're stuck. We are stuck. Oh, there we go. There we go. We somehow all coupled on there. Maybe not. Oh, we don't have any handbrakes on. There we go. This game. This game sometimes, I swear to God. Alright. I will say though, man, it makes me salty. The Brits and the Germans have it so good, and they don't even realize it with stuff in regards to the North American stuff. Like, yes, there was some good stuff, but you know, it's just a shame. Like, why did we never have a developer that made a game predominantly about North American railroading stuff? You know, it's a pity. It is a pity. track 2. But yeah, you'll have to forgive me, or maybe you won't. It doesn't matter either way, honestly. It's how I've been feeling with the state of the North American TS Union as of late. You know, it's a shame, and it makes me fear for the future. Honestly, it really does, because you know, I don't want this game to die, but all good things must come to an end. Not saying it was good at any point, but you know what I mean. There was some good stuff, but yeah, you know, Train Sim World was meant to be that that end all be all. That didn't really pan out. Again, you know, with Train Sim World, the better content is the German and the Brit stuff. So it's, you know. And people say, oh, there's Run 8. You tried Run 8? Run 8 sucks. It's not my thing. I've never played it, but I've seen people play it, and it's just too much, you know. And I've seen and heard some horror stories about people just getting irate on multiplayer ops and things like that, just over stupid crap like that makes you think, hey, this is a simulation. Calm down. So there's not a lot of options. You know, there's Derail Valley. It's like Slavic train sim about, you know, well, derailing. Let's see, a Railway Life. I tried that last week. Terrible game. Did not like it at all. Very cheesy. It was like a bad version of Truck Sim, but with trains. So it's just, you know, it's making me a little bit salty. And I hate to sit here and make it sound like a bitch fest, because that was not my intent. But, you know, I guess I could look at it, or you could look at it like, you know, it's because I care, you know. I wish I didn't. I wish I just took the shovelware that a lot of people are just so happy to take. You know, I kind of envy their disposition on that. But, you know, like they say, you can vote with your wallet. Not in my case. Maybe I can help you vote with your wallet. Unfortunately, they're going to get money from me, because like everything I take a look at, I buy. You know, I'm not supported or donated or whatever, you know, for the most part. Everything I take a look at, you know, I purchase, so. Which is another thing. I feel like, you know, a lot of, especially with Train Sim World, you'll see certain channels and players and stuff just kiss ass. Their nose will be straight up brown, you know, just from kissing so much ass, because they get stuff for free by Dovetail. So, and they want to continue to get free stuff, so they keep kissing ass. They never look at valid points, you know, or things that are wrong, and stuff like that. So hopefully I'm, you know, on that opposite end of the spectrum. Hopefully not too sour. I don't intend to be that way, though, but the state of the game just doesn't look that great as of late, but let's hope that changes. Anyway, that is the end of the scenario. Hope you enjoyed my bitch fest. If you made it this far, once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Don't know what that'll be, but yeah, go check this scenario out. Use whatever the hell you want to use. I'll link it down below as always. See you next time, guys.